Hey guys, Atik here from PTE Study Centre Sydney, and welcome to another success story. Today I have here with me Sharadha, who's recently got her desired score of 79 plus. Congratulations Sharadha, very well done. And I've got in front of me your score. So overall she's achieved 86, listening 90, she's got 80 in reading, speaking 90 and 88 in writing. So well done, very good job. So why don't you go through the journey that you've had with us with Sydney PTE Study Centre?
Okay, as a first time test taker, I was really nervous doing a PTE test, and one of my friends actually referred me here.
Okay.
And I first enrolled in intensive unlimited course, and then I took my regular classes, and after I finished my regular classes, then I joined intensive classes.
Yeah, the practice classes.
Yeah, practice classes, and followed by intensive classes. In the intensive classes, they were really helpful, because it was quite intense, and it was like an exam pressure environment.
Yeah.
All the students were very freaked out.
They were freaked out, okay. Yeah.
And after we gave the test, there were certain modules to be done, and then we had a feedback session as well.
Okay.
Then in that session, we basically got one-to-one feedbacks from our teachers, and wherever we are lacking, they usually gave us feedback and how to improve our weaknesses.
Yeah, so based on those feedback sessions, let me ask you a bit more. So there was also a few other tools apart from those feedback sessions. So we've got other materials available and other sources that the teachers advise you to practice from. So things like AIWAS and that. Could you please elaborate a little bit more on those?
Yes. Firstly, actually, I tried practicing from Facebook files. We got a lot of documents like repeated questions and all those things in the Facebook files, and then I jumped into AIWAS because after you go through the Facebook files, you'll know the overview of what the questions are and how it works. And then I practiced AIWAS. Actually, I finished all the AIWAS reading sections,
which is the
so
reason why
really helpful. And really, my reading section was really I was really weak in reading sections, so I think AIWAS helped me.
Yeah, so a lot of the questions...
most of the questions came actually from AIWAS. We had a paragraph, 2 out of 3, and reading, fill in the blanks, both of them. Most of the questions were from AIWAS.
So while you're going through the intensive classes and while you're going through these practice sessions, I believe you got a bit more support for yourself.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Why don't you tell a bit more about that?
Okay, while I was doing the intensive classes, I was mentored by a mentor, I think.
Okay. Yep.
Then he continuously supported me throughout my journey. He used to push me every single day to study. I'm not lazy. And
why don't you tell us about sort of the study plan that we designed for you?
After he mentored me, he gave me a study plan, and what to study. I work part-time, so it was a bit hard for me to manage my study.
What do you work, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse, okay. Yeah,
so it was really stressful for me to manage my time for my studies. And based on my time schedule, he made me a study plan, and it was really helpful. Every day I had to study a list of things. I had to finish, at least for his sake. I was really scared if I don't finish what he would say.
How about as and when you are approaching the exam date, and we also did a bit more, right? As you can recall, the Pearson's overviewed, supervised mock tests and things like that. So why did you just share this as well with everyone?
Actually, I did one PTE mock test from the center itself, and then I got a consultation with him, and then he told me that you can just sit for a Pearson test.
Just to confirm everything,
And then I did Pearson mock test. I was okay.
But we understood what was the weaknesses even through the Pearson's mock test, and eventually we have our results.
I was lacking in reading, so he told me make sure you finish all the AIWAS question and revise it more and more.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
So bringing everything together, and I can understand that you're a nurse, and this being an academic exam, so what do you think that even for a nurse or even from people from other backgrounds, is it okay, this test is doable for or not?
Yes, of course. Like being a first time test taker and kind of nurse or whatever profession it is, it's not that hard to get the score in PTE, like because Sydney PTE Study Centre gives perfect tricks and strategies to apply in all the modules. Yeah, and it helped me a lot. It was really good.
Excellent. And just one final message to any aspiring PTE test takers, if you have anything to say to them, so feel free to say anything you like.
Yeah, the Sydney PTE Study Centre is really good center. Like I was taken care of here, and it's really helpful. Like all the tricks, strategies, and all the materials here, the artificial intelligence, the AIWAS and mock test, and the consultation, one-to-one session. It has all the bundle in it. So just come over here and get your score. That's what I'm saying.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Sharadha. Thanks for asking. If you have any message to share with aspiring students or PTE test takers in your own language, so I'm sure if any message is given in your own language, people would love to hear them as well. So please feel free to say anything you like.
It was really helpful. They were all pushing me like, and सबैजना राम्रो हुनुहुन्छ, यता आउनुहोस्, पढ्नुहोस् अनि आफ्नो स्कोर अचिभ गर्नुहोस्. Thank you.